This is the operational briefing for September the 25th and 26th, 2015. If I could ask you to move on down, find a seat after you grab an IAP. We'll get started. A reminder to turn down your radio, mute your phones, and we'll start with a review of night ops.
Robert here from the rest
Good morning, Steve Crawford, Operations Trainee, Team 1. You can tell by our map, got a lot of black on there. All the work's paying off. We're at that point that the IR came through, a lot less marks on the IR map for today, so all the work you guys have been doing, days, nights, starting to pay off, getting down there to the end. Still got some good work. Aaron's got good work for folks up here, making sure we wrap that piece up. They were working on it all day yesterday. We've got fewer and fewer phone calls, so that tells me that we're doing good work. I don't think the people are used to it. That's a rumor. I think it's because we're hitting more and more of those smokes. We're getting less and less phone calls from the public, so I think we're doing good there. The only thing I can say, we've had those discussions about attitudes and tired and all that kind of stuff. And the only thing that comes to mind as I'm thinking about it is, you know, it's back to being the kid where you're sitting there at the kitchen table and you got all those vegetables in front of you, and you got to get them before you can go home, right? And you can put it off one at a time, and we'll be here for another week, all right? Or we can get back at it, get that motivation, go out there, start nailing those smokes. As soon as we nail those smokes, we get them out, we get less phone calls, the unit's good, we're good, and we can get back to our day jobs and get ready for the next one. So thanks for all the hard work. We're making really good progress. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. If I could have you guys turn to page 1 of your IAP, we'll just review our objectives. Just want to call to mind to review the management objectives and the safety concerns in that 202. We will cover right now our control objectives, and they are to keep the fire north of Esmeralda Road, south of Highway 88, east of Highway 49, and west of the secondary containment lines, Railroad Flat Road, Summit Level Road, Forest Service Road, 5N 52, and Sheep Branch Road. And now we'll move to weather.
Morning, Terry Lebo, incident meteorologist. So today we're going to continue that warming, drying trend. It'll be a little bit warmer than it was yesterday. Upper 80s to mid 90s. RH will be slightly lower. We'll get that into single digits in places again. And then we'll have winds out of the southwest. They'll be in that 4 to 8 mile an hour range. Good potential on the ridge tops. Could be 15 mile per hour. Again, that's out of the southwest. Today is my last forecast, so I would like to introduce my replacement. The trusty Weather Rock, probably be more accurate than I have been. Have a good day.
Fire behavior.
All right, Don Wall with fire behavior. Same thing that's been going on the last several days. Smoldering material. Just work on those stone poles. They're going to be really deep. They're going to go far in. Try and get them out as best you can. You might have to dig to China, but you'll still have to keep working on them. Other than that, fire activity will be minimal, and have a good safe shit.
Safety.
Good morning, Randy Titus, Safety Officer Training Type 2. Please turn to page 5 in your IAP. And I want, by show of hands, how many of you looked in the mirror this morning? And or, when you were washing your hands at shower, looked in the mirror? Raise your hand. Okay, you, the person you saw there, is the person that's most responsible for your safety today. You individually need to take this as a personal challenge to make sure you're safe. Now, we'll help you out with that. We've got a safety message. I'd like all of the supervisors to go over this safety message. There's a number of points. I'm going to highlight a couple of them and document this in your 214 that you gave this briefing. Today it's going to be hot. You need to watch for dehydration and heat injury, early illness. Watch for those hazard trees and snags. This fire's been burning for more than 2 weeks. There are widowmakers out there, and there are trees ready to fall, so have your head on a swivel. And there are ash pits, there is fire burning under the ground that is waiting for somebody to not pay attention and to step into. So don't be that person, please. So again, supervisors, if you would brief on this, eat your vegetables, put it into the 214. Thank you, be safe.
Air operations.
Good morning, Dave Lopez, Air Operations. Air Ops is winding down, but we still have one Type 2 helicopter available to the incident. If you need it, call for it, but please do a risk assessment. Understand that if you drop some water on it today, It may just come right back up tomorrow. So don't think that heli-mopping is going to be the cure. You got to get in there with tools, but if you need it, call for it. We still have Copter 404 available for a hoist evacuation off the line. But again, do a good thorough risk assessment. Understand that if you need that aircraft, it's available for you. We can also get an air ambulance out to where you are. But at this point in the fire, we're real susceptible to those kind of injuries. And if you're down in the inaccessible area, we'll have the resource ready to get you. So remember, we're still on air to ground CDF TAC 13. Have a good day.
And now resources with Division Roll Call.
Good morning, Josh Anderson, Resource Unit Leader. We're going to start with Division Alpha Whiskey. It's going to be Stevie Long. Division Echo Foxtrot Golf is going to be Aaron Lotta. Cross out Brian Buchanan. Division India Juliet Romeo is going to be Clinton Hamilton and Brian Buchanan. And then Division Kilo Oscar Quebec is going to be Rob Levinson and Matthew Houston. And for suppression repair, we've got Adam Freeze along with Gary Whitson. Thank you.
Operations with work assignments.
Hi, good morning all. Mike Blinkenheim. Work assignments today are going to be real similar to what they've been for the last couple of days. We're getting to that point in the fire. So the direction for the day would be what it was yesterday. Taking care of the hot spots down on the bottom of the McCollum drainage there up on Division Echo, and Aaron's got a good plan for that. Taking care of this island up out of drop point 6 there on Division Golf is going to be the second priority. It's well interior, but it's putting up smoke every day and generating a lot of phone calls. And so again, Aaron's got a plan to take care of that today. For the rest of the fires, it's going to be the same things it has been, taking care of the stump holes, and then being diligent about responding to the public calls and taking care of the smokes that they're reporting when they do. All right, thank you all.
As a reminder, the comp plan is unchanged and there's no need to clone. And now we'll move to medical.
Good morning, Steve Cormier with Medical. We still have 4 line medic crews on the divisions today. All of them will be staffed with at least 1 paramedic. This morning at 8 o'clock, the frontline trailer is being demobed, so if you need any of the over-the-counter meds or anything, you can go down to the MERT tent, which is down where the CDC staging area is. We also have American Legion ambulance dedicated to this incident, and they're moving around as needed, so we have good coverage with the ambulance. We've seen a few injuries on the fire line. So today, please review page 17 of the IAP, the medical plan, about how to report either online injuries or anything in the camp. And stay hydrated, be safe, and that's all I've got. Thank you.
Logistics.
Good morning. We still have plenty of work to do out there. We have a lot of runners that are left, so as you go through your day, you find those piles of trash, get them into communications, and we'll get some runners out there. Evaluate the need for the hose that's in. We still got quite a bit of hose out on the line. We're looking at about 1,500 lengths that are still out there. We need to get that in, get it rolled so we can get it back. Evaluate that, and please bring it in. Have a great day.
Finance.
Hey, Rich Brandt, Finance Section Chief. A couple things. We still have our state and federal time recorders, so please come in and check in with them. Get your times updated. Also, another reminder, we're still getting off-site feeding. It's not approved right now. So please come in the kitchen. If you do want to go off-site and eat, it's going to be on your dime. Also, shift tickets. Please, you guys are doing a great job bringing them in. We still need them so we can get our equipment and team up. Thank you.
And information.
Good morning, everybody. First of all, thank you for all your hard work. You're making it easy for your public information officers to get out there and tell their story. I want to encourage all of you to familiarize yourself with a map. Take a look at the map that's over by the chow line, by the showers, or the information booth as you walk in and out of base camp. Get to know the incident, not just the area where you're working, because you're going to be faced with people asking a lot of questions. Recognize their need. We're seeing a lot of people dealing with grief and loss out there. You're seeing signs of depression with their denial of what happened, a little bit of isolation out there, and there's actually occasions of anger. Just be patient, help them learn to accept what's happened. At the very top of that information sheet, there's an information line that you can hand out to them, and they can give us a call, and we can help them with the recovery process, because that's really what they're looking after, is how to get started. The other thing I want to remind you guys is you're in camp. If you lost items or if you found items, please stop by. We do have a lost and found. We're still looking for the guy walking around with one boot, because somehow somebody lost one boot. So if you know that person, bring him to the trailer. Thank you.
As a reminder, the demob list is posted around camp. You can also get it off the QR code. There are instructions in the IEP. If you are scheduled to be demobbing in the near future, you might want to review that. Please report on your appointed time. Also, if you are a trainee and you're checking out, you can do that through the resources unit. And one other item before we move to our final comments is that the copy service is doing a fundraiser for those that were affected by the fire, and they're making a contribution to the relief fund. If you would care to make a purchase of a raffle ticket, they're raffling off a handmade quilt. Now we'll move to final comments from our IC.
Good morning, Keith Callison, IC trainee for the team. I want to thank everybody for all their hard work. You know that this is really dying down. There's a lot less smokes, but there still is a lot of work to be done out there. There's a lot of equipment to backhaul, so let's just stay focused on that. I want to just kind of have you guys go back and talk to your folks about why we're here. Kind of recover the management objectives and the overall safety. A few things that throw up some red flags as far as, you know, you're not going to be able to make stuff, or, you know, you're not going to believe what happened. Okay, when things start slowing down, people start getting a little creative. So I think we need to go back, make sure our people stay focused, and remind them of why we're here. Everybody have a safe shift. Thank you.
Thank you for being here. Breakouts are behind you, posts on the walls. Please turn up your radios and your cell phones. Thank you.